Hi everyone, it's John Hennessy again with another martial arts podcast, and today we're talking about Tai Chi. And Tai Chi is one of the oldest styles of martial art. We're talking about predominantly Chen style and Yang style Tai Chi. And why are we talking about it? Well, a lot of you will think, as I did, that it's for older people, for people who are slow, people who probably can't fight. And while you certainly can be older when you start learning Tai Chi and practicing it, really the sooner you do it, the better, because this is a style that's very demanding as a physical exercise, but it's also gentle. So the best way to describe it is it's a kind of moving meditation, but you combine that with a massage for the internal organs. So whereas stuff like karate and kung fu and jeet kune do, you're dealing with blows to the body, blows to the head potentially, and you're having to take some of those over the course of your training. Tai Chi actually lets you focus on something inward. You become very aware of your surroundings, which ultimately makes you a better fighter when you're practicing in Tai Chi. Generally, you won't be doing combat. You will be practicing a set of movements called steps, which will form one total form. And in Yang style, you normally start off on the 8-step form, whereas you might do other ones like the 56 Chen form, or one where you're even progressing to sword forms and other weapons-based form activities. And all of these help you, I believe, to become a better martial artist overall. Because let's remember the key: Tai Chi is a martial art. It's not just about the art itself, because if the forms were unusable, then really you've got no business practicing them. You could learn Tai Chi for 20 years, 30 years, 40 years and only be scratching the surface of it, which is why it's not as popular as some styles like Kung Fu and Karate, because you learn to become a better fighter more quickly in those systems. So with Tai Chi, it does require a lot of mental preparation and commitment as much as the physical one. You'll find that people who practice Tai Chi regularly become very physically able in many things. They have a stronger stance, they have a stronger kicking ability, they can kick fast, they can kick high and hold the foot position. And this has to make you better at karate and kung fu and jeet kune do and other styles, even if it's just pure boxing where you're not using your legs to kick, but you are having an understanding of stance. This is very important as you go forward in your martial arts journey. On that note, many martial arts styles, a black belt or a black sash, can be reached within 5 to 7 to even 10 years of training if you're committed and you're solid at that. Now you might think that 10 years is a hell of a huge chunk of your life, and you'd be right, but you've also got to consider that in terms of your life, it's quite a small segment, and in terms of humanity, it's an even tinier segment. So when you commit to it, you commit to it fully, you commit to it in the right way. You don't just do it for an hour a week and then say, yes, I did it for 10 years. Well, you can say you did it for 10 years, but really an approach where you're doing your lesson, maybe it's 1 hour a week, maybe 2 hours a week, maybe 3 or 4, and then you're finding time to do it at home, to practice in a park, maybe to practice in your garden, wherever you need to do your Tai Chi or your martial arts in general. Now you're committing, now you're showing some real forthrightness and willingness to achieve greatness in the style. there's nothing worse than doing things half-assed, and most people tend to major in minor things. And how about actually majoring in something major, something important? I can't think of anything greater than Tai Chi. In my first book, The Essence of Martial Arts, I did a chapter on Tai Chi. I wrote a chapter about it, and the subtitle I used was Tai Chi, the Supreme Martial Art. And I came from a thought process of, it's too slow, it's for older people, my health's already good, I'm already very strong, how can Tai Chi benefit me, who was already decent at karate and kung fu and jeet kune do at that time? Well, I was in China at the time, and I was introduced to a different Tai Chi master, and a Qi Gong master actually, and he, the two of them actually, there was Master Guo, who this channel is named after, Guo Wuishu. He would teach me Tai Chi, specifically Chen style. You can see one of his demos on the channel. It's called Tai Chi Demo in Guizhou, China. And he's very, very, very good. And you can see his own teacher of Tai Chi and walking around and checking out the other students' skills and ability as the video progresses. As anyone tell you who's been to China, it is quite an eye-opener. If you're doing Chinese martial arts like Tai Chi, Jeet Kune Do, Kung Fu, or the various styles, maybe Shaolin, going to China is not a must, but if you do get the chance to go, and I've been there several times, it's a great, great thing. You appreciate martial arts on a different level. And with Tai Chi, you see people who are perhaps older than you, maybe they're in the 90s, and you're walking up these hills and mountains in China, and they're outpacing you, and you're looking at it, you're thinking, hang on, I'm fit, I'm strong, I'm younger than them, and maybe I'm a quarter of their age, and they're outrunning me, they're outpacing me, they're lifting heavy things and walking up the stairs of Taishan or one of the other mountains. Maybe they're outrunning you on the Great Wall of China. And the reason, in part, is they may have a good diet, a better diet than a Western diet, but they're almost certainly doing Tai Chi. And the Yang style and the Chen style are the two most popular ones, but in the UK, Yang style seems to be the one that survived. There's not many Chen style teachers, and I decided to keep teaching Chen as well as Yang style, because I really thought it was important. There's the old story that Yang Luchan, who was the originator of Yang style Tai Chi, he was the one who bested a couple of Chen family village original stylists with his style of Tai Chi. And that's a little bit of a legend, it's a little bit of a myth. It may or may not be true, but there is some evidence to suggest that it is true. But ultimately they're all brothers in Tai Chi, brothers and sisters in Tai Chi. And if you can find a good program, if you can find a good school, a good teacher, I really recommend that, even if you are doing other styles of martial art, even if you're into MMA and the UFC, where a lot of bones get broken, this has been my experience, where students have come to me interested in learning martial arts with me, training with me, but they're recovering from a UFC MMA style fight. And for me, you can't be a martial artist if you're constantly getting injured, if you're constantly having to recover. You're wasting time. You need to, injuries are going to happen sometimes, but if they're happening more often than not, you really need to pay attention to that. You really need to look at, is my school right for me? Is the program right for me? Is my instructor looking after me, or just counting me as one of the numbers? You need someone to have your back. You need to have your back too, but you need to know that you're not going to walk into an injury every time that you compete. Tai Chi will help you to avoid that, because it will make you a hell of a lot stronger in ways that you can't comprehend. I'll do more podcasts and videos on Tai Chi as time goes on, but I just wanted to have an initial chat with you about it, because I really think the sooner you start Tai Chi, the better. So don't forget to give the video a subscribe, a like, a subscribe, a comment. Let me know what you think in the comments. And if you get the book, The Mastery of Martial Arts, or The Essence of Martial Arts, by me, the author, John Hennessy, do let me know what you think by leaving me a quick review on Amazon or the other bookstores where you get it from. Thanks very much, and I will talk to you again soon.